we need to talk about the University of Southern California football team, because things are looking bad. USC is now 3-4 and have only won one game in the Big Ten this season. After starting the season with a couple of promising wins, things have taken a nosedive. Their season is now all but over, which is wild for a team that started the year ranked 23rd in the nation. Let's break down what's gone wrong, what this means for the program, and where they can possibly go from here. So let's rewind for a moment. USC were coming into 2024 after finishing 8-5 last year. However, we knew there would be some big changes after Caleb Williams left for the NFL draft. USC lost 7 players in the 2024 draft, 3 of which were picked in the top 3 rounds. However, expectations for this team were still fairly high coming into the year. The line for them was at 7.5 wins, which many predicted they would reach easily, with most people predicting they could even make the playoffs. And they would seemingly prove those people right as they kicked off the season with a huge win over LSU. This game was wild and USC were able to beat the Tigers with help from an insane Kyron Hudson catch. This game helped the Trojans build some momentum and they would steamroll Utah State at home 48-0 the next week. And at this point, everyone thought, hey, maybe this is a year where they're going to make some noise. But then, reality hit. A nail-biting loss in week 3 to Michigan brought them back down to earth. USC came into this game ranked 11th in the nation and just couldn't seal the deal against the Wolverines. But okay, losses happen, right? They bounced back in week 4, but this would be their last win so far this year. From there, it's been a downward spiral, losing back-to-back close games against Minnesota and Penn State in overtime. USC just hasn't been able to win these close games as of late. It's brought them to 3-3. Fast forward to this week, a now must-win game against a conference opponent in the Maryland Terrapins. It looked like SC would take the win easily, jumping out to a 21-7 lead, with Maryland's only touchdown being this insane moss by Octavian Smith Jr. But the Terps would fight back, getting the score to 28-22 after a successful 2-point conversion. USC would then punt, putting the ball in the hands of Billy Edwards Jr., who would drive halfway down the field before getting stopped on 4th down, handing the ball back to USC with only 2 minutes 50 left in the game. All SC had to do was kick a field goal to extend the lead to 2 scores, and they would be 4-3. But the kick was blocked. Donnell Brown getting back there, and well, I mean, just what?
To make the lead 9. Blocked! And a pitch! Are you kidding me? Miller fumbles it forward.
Also, can we just appreciate the commentary for a second? Eric Collins, man. He's the best in the game in my opinion. But anyway, Maryland get the ball back, drive down the field, and Billy Edwards puts a knife through the heart of USC fans, running it in for a touchdown to put them up by 1. USC had a chance to score with a minute left and 2 timeouts, but they couldn't convert on 4th, resulting in their 3rd straight L. They're really in a terrible spot right now, and it's not just about the losing, it's about the way they've been losing. Mistakes, missed opportunities, turnovers. This team just continues to choke in close games. They just can't seem to put it together for a full 60 minutes. And at this point, sitting 3-4, their season is slipping away fast. Now, quickly looking on the other side of the ball, this is a great win for Maryland. This puts them now at 4-3, and Billy Edwards Jr. is actually playing really well. Maryland have some really good players. Wheatland, Hemby, Smith, and of course, Heisman Trophy contender, Ty Felton. Okay, not really, but isn't he just having an amazing year? No one expected it from him, and the breakout's been insane. Felton is currently 3rd in the entirety of college football in receiving yards, and is making a great case for the NFL draft. As a Terps fan myself, I'd love to see him get drafted. I think he's been such a great player for us this year, and I can't wait to see where he goes in the NFL. Now anyway, back to USC. One of the biggest issues is Miller Moss. He's thrown for over 1,900 yards, but he has a touchdown to interception ratio of 14-6. The biggest problem with Moss is he's not a clutch QB who can step up when the game is on the line. Throughout every game this year they've lost, Moss has had a chance to win USC the game and just hasn't been able to deliver. Failing to execute in the clutch has been the issue costing SC games this year. However, Miller Moss is far from the only concern for USC. Head coach Lincoln Riley should also be held accountable for SC's struggles. There's just no way around it. Lincoln Riley's seat has to be getting hot. This is not what $10 million a year should get USC. Riley is now just 5-9 in his last 14 games. Last year he went 8-5 with a former Heisman Trophy winner and future #1 overall pick playing at QB for him. Now that he doesn't have a Heisman contender playing the position, his team is 3-4. USC's struggles have to fall on Riley's shoulders above anyone else, even Miller Moss. He was brought to the West Coast to win championships, not lose to teams like Minnesota and Maryland. The fans are frustrated and the pressure is mounting on the coaching staff. And wasting seasons like this is not going to help change that any. With the remaining schedule looking tough with teams like Notre Dame and UCLA on there, it's going to take a miracle for SC to finish with even respectable record. So what do you think? Is this team done? Is there still hope for a late season comeback? Let me know in the comments and don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this one.